Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are doing a 2022 budget recap. So if you like watching these kind of videos, see how much money we've saved, how much debt we have paid, just keep on watching. Alright guys, so once again, I'm in a different area because my usual spot where I do my videos has been taken by storm. So I did go in and did my January. Obviously, we're starting with $328 on my personal. I changed it a little bit for 2023. I created the debt countdown first, then did a notes page with my personal, the main account ending with 10,075.78, and the sinking funds ending in 28,74.58, and then all of my buckets obviously are full. All I did was January, just in case I want to change my mind. I decided to keep whatever color I use in my Hobonichi month for that month. Let me push you a little bit this way. There you go. Alright, sorry about that. I'm trying to... Hopefully you can see this. I am so sorry about this. So the buckets are full. I didn't do February. I'm keeping the same color as whatever color I'm doing for the month in the Hobonichi. And let's begin with December. So in December, nothing major happened. We didn't do anything crazy. The only thing I realized is that I'm not using my budget, sort of like my budget in a page, because everything comes out automatically. We don't do anything crazy when it comes to our budget, except to wait to see how much money is left over, and then we throw it either to credit cards or we put it at the moment into our savings account for Tennessee. So this really... actuals never happen because everything is the actual amount except for the debt, and usually I do that at the end of the month, so it never gravitates for me to do the budget. Now if you're starting and you're a beginner, my suggestion is yes, please go ahead and do it until you get adjusted. I've been doing this for over, I don't even remember when we started our debt-free journey. 2017 is when we started our debt-free journey. So I'm already used to knowing what works for me. If you go back into our debt-free journey back in 2017, we did not do it the way we do it now. Obviously we got adjusted. For personal, I ended with $328.66. obviously this is for grocery, gas, junk food, anything personal. From my standpoint, I take care of the groceries, obviously gas for my car, but I don't go nowhere, so we end up always with a good amount at the end of the month to start the following month. Our main account, I did not see anything crazy that happened. We haven't done anything with Tennessee in general because it's winter time, so everything is sort of like in a hold. The only thing that is different, my cell phone went up because now I have to call out of the country for work, but I do get reimbursed for it on my expenses for work, which also gets direct deposited into the main account. So I get my money back basically. The sinking funds, so every month starting sometime in I think August or September, I started calculating my buckets to see if we need to change anything for the new year. Somewhere in October, I want to say maybe November, I noticed that some of the buckets were a little off, so we did need to manage them differently. Here's the whole entire total for the year, because this is December for each bucket, and this is the total that we had for the year for that bucket. I did notice that that number seems kind of low. Let me make sure I grab the right number because it seemed a little low. It is. I think I grabbed the wrong number. 52. I did grab the wrong number. Okay, so that's a little off. Can I do the calculation with you guys here? Of course, that's what happens, right? Even when you guys are not on the phone, on the video, I still don't do it right. What was it? 2 plus 23, 42, 20. Okay, so my total for this bucket is close to the 3,000. I did not see that, obviously. 2786. I'll fix it for sure later. It's 07. And we have close to 3,000. So these are the actual amounts for the year that we had this current year, and then this is the new amount for 2023, which I already changed starting in November, so by January is already in full effect, right? So we're doing $1,200 for Nina because we're taking her for grooming every month starting I think October we started it. So that number is gonna go up. Taxes, we kept it at $2,040 even though it says $2,303 and we planned $1,800. There's a vehicle that two vehicles that we no longer have that we sold, so the taxes are gonna go down, but we don't know how much lower it's gonna get. So for that reason, we ended up paying the $2,040. We're leaving it at the $2,000 until I see for sure, you know, what's the right number before we change that. Membership, we have $1,200, so we lowered it to $1,020. The car maintenance, we had $2,160, so we lowered it to about $1,980. Christmas is about $1,440. We totaled out for the new year $1,380, which is a little bit less, and we spent double that money. We did go a little crazy this year, but that's okay. I'll show you what we did. Clothing was $1,440. We did about $1,600, so we just bumped it up to $1,500. Home, we left it alone. Medical, we left alone, and the other we left alone. So we ended up moving some of the stuff around between Nina, taxes, membership, and car, which starting this month we did end up going in there and we were able to do it. I went in, tallied up all of my statements on all of the debt, and did the new one for starting in January, except I changed it up. I put the home stuff first, then school, then the cars, then the debt. I changed it up a little bit. As far as the bucket goes, so what I did for January, as you know, we overspent in Christmas. So the good thing about having money, obviously, in a savings is that I was able to add money to my Christmas bucket. So we, at the end of December, we were negative. If I can show you before my battery dies. We were negative $453 plus the 150. Yeah, even with the 115 in it, we were negative $453. So I transferred $500 from my savings to end up with $46 for Christmas starting in January. Obviously Christmas is over, so there's no more Christmas shopping, and that's the good thing about having money. Okay, so not sure where I left off, but I transferred $500 from the savings into the Christmas bucket, and then now we have $46.30 for the Christmas starting in January, but Christmas is over, so I think I said this, there's no Christmas shopping. Everything else gets bundled up, unless I find something that I know that I want to buy that's on clearance sale or anything like that, then obviously I will dip into the Christmas bucket. Besides that, all the other ones are fine. Home is a little low because we were hitting the negative mark, but that's because we continue buying stuff for Tennessee. So that's the beginning of January for 2023. Now let's review our numbers. So from looking at my breakdown, going back from 2017 all the way to 2021, obviously I'm reviewing what I had in 2021. The home is lower. So starting in 2021, we had 258,009.42. Starting now in 2022, or ending in 2020. So this is ending of 2021. Ending of 2022, I have 240,091.96. So we paid off debt there. School, obviously, is school loans. So with the crap that's going on and the deferments and all that stuff, they still accumulating interest. So it's 159,470.76. I think in September is when it hits again. Now it's 163,021.03. My husband did get a return check. No, not a return check. Sort of like a credit, a lawsuit that was going on because the people who did his school loan back in, I guess, 2020 or 2019 was a scam. They were really not gonna give us any release or relief from paying them plus paying the school loan. So we did end up getting all of our money back from them that we did pay for like 2 years. So that's sort of the income for this year as well. Not sure what's gonna happen with that. We have to wait till September. So the total of those two was 417, 480.18. So totaling them together, obviously it doesn't look like I lost anything because it's 403, 112.99. We still gained from paying off our debt. Then the next one, and I totally forgot, I must have gotten interrupted. So the next one would be credit cards. Credit cards went up $10,000 is what it looks like. We had 11,196.18. They went up by 10,000, 20,094.22. And the reason for that is because we have been actually purchasing stuff to get us ready for Tennessee on top of saving most of our money, right? So instead of us paying off our debt, we've been actually saving the money instead of paying off our debt. So I don't look at it as a loss to me, for the simple fact that we have the $17,000 actually in the savings, or 16, let's say 15 because I'm not too sure. So $15,000 saved. That's $15,000 that could have went to our credit cards, but we're saving it up for Tennessee. So that's why I don't count that as a loss. I don't count it as a gain either because the credit cards are still there, right? And not sure if some of them accumulating interest. No, because most of the credit cards we do use are interest free, and we try to pay it off before they do accumulate interest. So the car, obviously we did pay off. Last year was 32,686.11. This year we got 24,967.59. Now if you bundle them all together, I get 45,061.81. So we're only off by $2,000 basically. But we have 15, I want to say 17. I should have looked. $15,000 in the savings. So I don't consider it as a loss. Now, you guys know that we were doing saving challenges. So every bucket that I had, so let's go. Every bucket that I had, I was taking out $5, right? So from groceries, gas, toiletries, and other, that was $20 coming out of my personal account every single month, going straight to the savings. Then we have the sinking funds that I have $5 coming out of every bucket, which I think is $45, and that was going straight to the savings as well. Every single month we saved up $710.18 with taking out the $5 from each bucket. Then we had Fetch, which is an app that I use to scan all my receipts. The link, I believe, is below. If not, comment. I will get it in there. I had 53,000 points from every receipt I submitted. So I can actually right now give $50 gift card from a bunch of different places that I want. So I gained 50 bucks out of that. So you got 7, 10, 18 plus the 50. Let's do the math. 7, 10, 18 plus the 50. Then so that was Fetch. Then I have Surveys on a Go. So Surveys on a Go is also another app that I have on my phone that you sit there and you get all these surveys and you just answer the questions. I want to say there was like 2 that I got products to use, and depending on what you think about the product, you can get a certain amount of money. So I think I had like a $12, I had a $24. One was for like body wash. Obviously I can't mention the product, and they just want you to test it out. So I tested it out for a week. As long as I didn't get no allergic reaction or anything like that, I got my money. I also get like 10 cents if you don't qualify for the survey. So even by going in there and not qualifying for the surveys, you still get 10 cents. So throughout the whole year, I had $97.61 on just the surveys alone. So that wasn't bad. So let's do 97. I actually just transferred over this money to Amazon, because the only way you can get the funds is Amazon. They give you obviously like a gift card with $97.61. They do have the option for you to get the cash with PayPal, but they do have a charge fee, and they wanted to take out $3. And it's okay, because I'm always buying stuff for the house in Amazon. So if I can get it with a gift card and not take money out of the accounts or my buckets, I'm still saving money. The same thing with the $50 gift card from Fetch. So Amazon saves me money with, I buy all my toiletry things. They come in here every 3 months, and I'll get, I don't know, the Swiffer refills. I'll get, the Dawn soap. I'll get regular soap to take a bath with, hand sanitizer stuff, anything toiletry related. I have it all set up to come automatic every 3 months. And if I have a gift card, my money won't hit my home bucket with my cash. So that's more cash in our bank account. I hope that made sense. Then I have Google Rewards, and then the Google Rewards is another app, and the Google Reward, I had $28.96. So the Google Reward was $20.35 plus $8.61, which it was the $28.96. So I did $20 worth of surveys. They also ask you questions, and you just go in there and answer them. And then $8.61 was me scanning my receipts. Now, this, I didn't see the physical $28 because I have obviously my apps, Google apps, and I get Pandora free, no advertisement. So every time it was time to pay off either the Pandora or my storage from my Google apps, and I think I have like 3 other ones, it took the money out of the rewards that I had before it charged my credit card. So doing my budget, you might have seen every now and then where you saw a membership for Pandora and then it stopped all of a sudden because I had enough money accumulated for the next time the Pandora needed to be charged, and it took it out of the rewards instead of my bucket. So that's why I think my membership bucket was a little too high, because I've been able to pay off most of my membership, besides the fact that I canceled a big chunk out of them also. And I haven't had to pay for it. So I have Pandora, I have my storage for my pictures and videos and stuff like that on my Google storage. I had, I think, 2 more. I can't think of what was the other 2 that I had, but as soon as the money is available, it actually takes it out of the rewards versus my account. So I still see, I don't physically see it, but I do see it in my membership bucket in the sinking funds. The next one I had was Amazon rewards. That was something that I had to apply. It took a while, but I finally got in. And it's also the same thing. You can, they have surveys, you scan your receipts, and then every month they give you a certain amount. The max I've done was like $15 like a month. The minimum I've done was like 10, because you only need like 10 receipts to get $10. After that, they don't give you extra, but they give you surveys. So the total for that one was $115.80 for the year that I got. So the total of savings that I got from doing that stuff for the whole year was $1,002.55. The Amazon rewards, obviously, as soon as the money is available, they send it to your Amazon account. So every month I had $15 gift card or a $10 gift card. It was always, the minimum was always 10. The maximum I ever got was 15. So I would have the credit card once again available, a gift card from Amazon, and if my soap was due that month to come into the subscription of the Amazon one, I saved with the Amazon subscription because they do give you 5-10 depending on the amount of stuff that's coming in, 15% off. I want to say most of it's like 5%. And then I had the gift cards, so technically my home bucket and my sinking fund used less. So the more we used in my home bucket was more of buying things at Home Depot to put down in Tennessee. We purchased things that we thought it was actually a better deal to buy it now versus waiting and the prices going up. And I will show you actually of the things we purchased ahead of time in a few minutes after this. I'll put it towards the end of the video, but not bad for a whole year. I got $1,000 saved up, but that's it. I'm gonna put the video clip here from the basement of all the stuff we purchased. All right, guys, so here is the stuff that we've been buying to take to Tennessee. Canning stuff, which I currently use. As you can see, most of them are open. We have canning stuff here, canning jars, canning jars, canning jars, canning jars, canning jars, canning jars. So all these boxes right here are canning jars. All of these, obviously, canning jars, besides the toilet paper, canning jars, all full of canning jar. Yep, all of this is going to Tennessee. So obviously, we found things on sale, either clearance, sale, whatever, and we decided that it is easier to purchase it now than to wait later and is more expensive. So we got like pots and pans, we got an air fryer that is also a dehydrator, yeah, a new bed sheet for my bed, vacuum for Campbell, pressure canners, knives, stove top stuff to cook outside, the blender, our muck boots, I forgot what this is called, my roaster, and I am planning on using it when I do my tomato sauce next year, and then I'll just box it back up. There's stuff more down here inside this box. There's a lot of stuff in here. We have a blower. What else? We have a lot of stuff. So this is where I think Lexton's mug boot. I have obviously canisters and cans. We have here something else. I don't know what. We have a cast iron pot and more cans for canning. And what else do I have? More can for canning, the greenhouses. So all this stuff, we've been purchasing it, and thank God we did, because if you look now for a freaking, you know, like the air fryer and all that stuff was Christmas sales. Obviously after Christmas they'll probably go up. The knife set was also a Christmas sale. The camping 2-burner to do things outside. Also my canning lids were also a Christmas sale. So that's why my Christmas bucket went up very high, but I'm okay with it because this is stuff we are going to use, and this is stuff that we're taking with us. So it won't be a waste if you think about it. We bought vacuums because they were on sale, because the ones we have now are getting very old. So all right guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. I hope you keeping tabs on your budget, paying attention to it every week, daily, monthly, at least monthly, gets you in the right track. Bye guys.